Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Today I just have a short video. I just want to talk a little bit about Bryan combos, how you can get better Bryan combos, specifically with doing dash back 2-1 in your combos to just increase damage, increase wall carry, make your combos a lot better, since I think optimization is one of the most important things with Bryan. So this is going to be a bit advanced. These combos are pretty difficult. I would only really recommend learning this if you already have the staple Bryan combos down with like double knees and stuff like that. So if you do feel comfortable with that, then this video is for you, and this is a way that you can maximize your damage with the character. So I'm just going to start out first by just talking about why dash back 2-1 is useful in combos. So the main reason that back 2-1 is useful and it's worth learning as a combo ender is just because it does more damage and gives more wall carry than the traditional staple. So for example, off of jet upper, double knees, back 2-1, forward 2-4, and then we'll do our back 3 ender here. That's 75 and we don't get wall. Now if we wanted to get a bit more damage off of that, we could do the same combo like this, but instead of that back 3 ender, we do back 2-1, forward 1+2 like that. So that gives us 4 extra damage, and it will also interact with breakables. Like if we were to hit that breakable wall, we would get the wall bound. So that's one example of just some extra damage. Now obviously also if you already have heat, since QCF 1+2 is heat dashable, you can use that to make your combo better also if you want to get extra wall carry. So if you already have heat, you could do something like this just for that extra wall carry, and then you'll reach the wall. You get some extra damage. So again, that's one reason why it's useful. You could theoretically do the same thing with back 3 forward 1+2 as an ender, but it won't always get you wall because the carry is a bit shorter. So what makes dash back 2 really useful in combos is not actually the back 2-1 ender, it's doing back 2-4. So if you're trying to do a combo like this and you really want to get like max damage, max wall carry, you'll do dash up back 2-4 into dash heat burst like that, into whatever ender, and we got 102 damage, massive wall carry. We didn't have to spend heat, we still have our heat bar available to us. So that's mostly the staple that I go for. When I hit like an open ground jet upper or an open ground wall sending one or something, is always going to be dash into back 2-4, into dash up heat burst, into QCF 2-1, or maybe I know that I can't get the wall and I'll just do like back 3 forward 2-2 or something like that for Oki. But this is going to be if you feel comfortable with the combos that you have already with the wall sending 3-4, into back 2-1, all that, then this is the combo that you want to learn next just to maximize your damage. So I'm going to give you 2 tips on how you can learn this combo. So there are 2 main ways that you could do this combo. I'll talk about the first one that most people will learn, which is just doing dash up into a neutral input, which is just when you press nothing into back 2. Because if you try to practice this combo, one thing that you might notice is you try to do dash up back 2 and you get jet upper. That's because your forward input is still there from when you were dashing, and so that forward is combining with your back and creating a jet upper. So the main way that you can alleviate that is just by dashing up into nothing, waiting a second, and then doing back 2 like that. That's totally fine. You can do that. It takes a little time to get the timing down, especially because if you do this combo with QCF 2-4, Bryan has to do his little animation for the Snake Eyes install. So it's even less time that you have to do the ender. If you already have Snake Eyes and Bryan doesn't do that animation, you'll notice that it's actually a lot easier to do the dash up back 2-4 like that, because you don't have to wait for him to finish the animation. So you also have to keep that in mind when you're trying to learn the combo. So like I said, that's the main issue that you're going to have when you're trying to learn this combo, is that you're going to be getting a jet upper like that. So letting go forward, waiting a moment, a really small moment, and then pressing back 2 is the way that you alleviate that. Although it does take some practice, it's a little bit difficult, but I think it's totally worth learning. It took me a really long time to figure out how to do this combo. Jimmy was the first one that did it, as far as I know, the first one that showed it off, I think, at Evo Japan. And from there, I spent a lot of time practicing it while I was in Japan, and it took me a really, really long time of just like grinding this combo out to get it consistent. Nowadays, though, I feel totally consistent with it, and I hit it most of the time when I go for it. So if you feel discouraged learning this combo, just keep at it, because it took me a really long time, and now it's super useful that I learned how to do it. So now I'm going to talk about the second way that you can do it, which I think actually makes it a little bit easier to hit the dash back to. So like I said before, there's another way that you can do this combo if you don't like doing it that way with the dash up back 2-4, and that involves using taunt. So as you guys know, you can cancel taunt into any move, so we can cancel the taunt into the back 2-4, but what makes it really useful is that the taunt basically overrides our forward input, so that we'll never get a jet upper doing this method. So you guys may have seen me doing it like this earlier, doing dash up taunt into back 2-4. So I'll just show you guys kind of what it looks like and how I do it. So we just do the staple combo normally, and then we just do a little dash up taunt like that and cancel it like pretty much instantly into back 2-4. So this method is easier for me because it kind of eliminates the guesswork of having to wait for that neutral input and time our back 2, because all we have to do is just do a little dash up 1+3+4 back 2, and I think that makes it a lot easier. So there's two methods that you can do this combo. One way is with that taunt, and the other way is with the dash up back 2. It depends on what you guys feel more comfortable with. I would recommend trying both methods. And now obviously this also goes for if you want to do a back 2-1 ender or something like that. So again, you can either do it with the taunt method, just dash up into a taunt into a back 2-4. Just make sure the taunt doesn't, make contact with the opponent. We're not trying to hit them with the taunt. We're just using the taunt to make it easier for us so that we don't accidentally get a forward input in there and then get a jet upper. Okay, so finally I just want to touch on the dash after the back 2-4, because I think it's the hardest part of this combo, and it's probably the part that's going to give you the most trouble. So the dash is really difficult. I'm going to talk a little bit about how I do it, and just hopefully you can learn from that. But just to kind of show you the way that the combo works, so you can buffer dashes after moves, right? So I'm doing back 2-4, and I'm pressing forward super early. You guys can kind of see it there in my command history. I'm pressing forward like, let me actually hit the combo. So I'm pressing forward basically as soon as the 4 is making contact with the opponent. And I'm starting to buffer my dash there, like right there. And then from there, your dash is going to come out pretty much as soon as the back 2-4 is over. So all I'm doing is back 2-4, I'm holding forward, and I'm holding that forward. I'm pressing forward, and I'm holding forward, right? And Bryan's going to dash when the recovery's over, and then it's just a matter of learning the recovery of back 2-4 and stopping, basically canceling this dash with 2+3 at the right time so that you can actually hit the opponent with it. So learning the recovery of back 2-4 is really important. Learning how to buffer dashes is really important so that you don't get something like that, like a running 3 miss input. Again, I think taunt makes it a bit easier to connect this, just because of not having to worry about that extra timing of not getting a jet upper on your back 2-4. Jesus Christ. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to go over with the back 2-1 and the dash back 2-4 combos. I think they're really, really important to learn. They can also teach you a lot of things about combo mechanics and stuff like that, and buffering dashes is really, really important for combos with a lot of characters. So I think it's really important, and this combo is pretty much Bryan's max damage, max carry staple off of most launches that he's going to get. I mean, I mostly just showed examples with jet upper, but you can also do this with the forward 3 combo as well. Dash up back 2-4, just like that. I dropped it. I'm trash, but just to show you guys, you can do this off of a lot of combos. Even if you were doing back 1 and you were doing this simple staple like that, you can also do it here. So just to show you guys how important this this combo can be, you can pretty much get it off of most launches, and it's going to optimize your damage and your carry like crazy. So I think it's definitely worth learning. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video, and hopefully you guys are going to have better Bryan combos after this. Unfortunately, there's not really much I can talk about in terms of tips. I mostly just wanted to talk about buffering dashes and things like that, and using the taunt method, because a lot of this is just trial and error, just practice. So really, that's all you guys can do. Just get the reps in, try to work on this combo again. It took me a really long time to get this down, but now I feel pretty consistent with it. So don't feel discouraged if you can't get it. Just keep trying. So yeah, hopefully you guys learned something from this video. Hopefully it was helpful. If you did enjoy it, please like, comment, subscribe. I have more videos coming. I'm a full-time student now, so it's a little bit difficult for me to continue to make content, but I'm trying to find time here and there just to talk about things with Bryan and just Tekken in general. So thank you again, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it, and have a good day.